People often ask, who is richer than Bill Gates? This question often sparks curiosity and debate as people immediately think of financial wealth, the billions of dollars, the luxurious lifestyle, and the immense power that comes with it. It's a question that implies wealth is measured solely in dollars and cents. But is that really the only way to measure wealth? Can the true essence of being rich be captured by the numbers in a bank account or the assets one owns? But true wealth, as Bill Gates would learn, is measured in a far different currency: kindness and generosity. These are the values that build communities, foster relationships, and create a sense of belonging and purpose. This lesson wasn't learned in a boardroom or through a business deal. It wasn't about the strategic decisions or the financial acumen that often define success in the corporate world. It was learned on a bustling airport concourse from a newspaper vendor with a heart far larger than his wallet. This vendor, despite his modest means, displayed an act of kindness that left a lasting impression.
It was an eye-opening experience, one that made me realize that true wealth isn't about accumulating money, but about the impact we have on others. One that changed my perspective on what it means to be truly wealthy. It taught me that the richest people are those who enrich the lives of others, who give without expecting anything in return, and who understand that the greatest treasures in life are often intangible.
Years ago, a young Bill Gates found himself rushing through a crowded airport. The hustle and bustle of the terminal was overwhelming, with people hurrying in every direction, each with their own destination and story. Gates, amidst the chaos, was trying to make it to his gate on time. He was late for his flight and in dire need of a newspaper to occupy his time. The thought of sitting through a long flight without something to read was unbearable. He scanned the area, hoping to find a newsstand quickly. He spotted a young boy selling papers and hurried towards him. The boy, no older than 12, was diligently attending to his small stand, his eyes bright with the enthusiasm of youth. Fumbling for change, Gates realized he was short a few dollars. He checked his pockets again, hoping to find some hidden bills, but to no avail. The frustration was evident on his face.
"No worries, sir. Take one." The boy's voice was calm and reassuring, a stark contrast to the frantic environment around them.
Gates, taken aback by the boy's generosity, promised to pay him back double the next time he saw him. He couldn't believe the kindness of this young vendor, especially in such a busy and impersonal place.
"I promise I'll pay you back double next time." Gates's voice was earnest, filled with gratitude and a hint of embarrassment for not having enough money.
The boy, still smiling, simply shook his head. His smile was warm and genuine, a rare sight in the hurried atmosphere of the airport, and returned to his stack of newspapers. He continued his work, unfazed by the encounter, as if such acts of kindness were a regular part of his day. This small act of generosity left a lasting impression on Gates, a reminder of the goodness that can be found in unexpected places. Weeks later, Gates found himself at the same airport, a place bustling with travelers and the hum of activity. The memory of his previous encounter with the young newspaper vendor lingered in his mind. This time, determined to fulfill his promise, he sought out the young newspaper vendor. Gates wandered through the crowded streets, his eyes scanning every face, hoping to spot the boy who had left such a lasting impression on him. He found the boy, who was busy selling newspapers to passers-by. The boy was surprised by the recognition, readily admitting he didn't expect Gates to remember their previous encounter. His eyes widened in disbelief as Gates approached him.
"I didn't forget my promise," Gates said with a warm smile. The boy's face lit up with a mixture of joy and astonishment. "Here, take double the amount for the newspaper," Gates insisted, extending his hand with the money. He wanted to show his appreciation for the boy's hard work and determination.
The boy, however, refused the money, shaking his head firmly. He explained that he didn't want any special treatment or extra payment. His pride and integrity shone through his actions.
"It felt good to give," the boy said, his voice filled with sincerity. He believed that true giving meant not expecting anything in return, a lesson he had learned at a young age. "True giving means not expecting anything in return," he continued, his words resonating deeply with Gates. The boy's wisdom and generosity were beyond his years.
Gates was deeply moved by the boy's words and actions. He realized that the true gift of giving was not in the monetary value, but in the selfless act itself. This encounter left a profound impact on him, reminding him of the importance of kindness and generosity in everyday life. Gates, deeply moved by the boy's words and actions, never forgot that encounter. The boy's simple act of kindness had a profound impact on him. It served as a constant reminder that true wealth wasn't about how much money you had, but how much you gave of yourself.
That young boy taught me a lesson I carry with me to this day. True wealth is measured by the kindness and generosity we show to others.